It works. It works. It works, all right? So this is why we're gonna do this, man. When you're using DTF, okay, when it comes to applying DTF, there is going to be hot peel and cold peel, but when you're using the DTF that I recommend from Best DTF USA, this is cold peel. Cold peel, that means you're gonna press it at the recommended temperature, you're gonna take it up for the heat press, you're gonna peel this off the film, then you're gonna throw it back on, and you're gonna press it again. And recently, I started using a paper that finishes up and adds some golden touches and makes it soft. And I want to actually do this in this video and teach you how to use that too, but I'll keep that a secret. When we get there, I'm going to tell you what it is. All right, so go ahead, like this video if you haven't, subscribe if you're new. So we're going to load up our shirt. Just like everything else, load it up, give it a pre-press. When you're loading up, make sure the collar is off for the heat press. Let's bring you down. All right, so when you're loading this up, make sure the collar is off of the heat press, just like that. Now, this is a heat press that has a pull-out drawer, so I'm going to give it a quick pre-press. And in the midst of this pre-press, I'm also testing my temperature, my pressure, right, to see how heavy it is and how light it is. So now we got that. I'm going to take my DTF, pull this out. We're going to lay this right down here. The sweet spot here is 3 to 4 fingers from the neckline, but because this is a youth shirt, I'm gonna do about like 3 fingers from the neck, you know, boom, just like that, we're good there. And we're gonna press this right here like this. All right, now it's gonna cook there at 315 degrees for 15 seconds. And we're gonna take that off, we're gonna let it cool down completely. And we're taking it off for the heat press when we do this. It's gonna pop open automatically. All right, here we go. Now, we have a t-shirt that has been taken through the first step. We're gonna take this off. You can lay it on a cold surface if you have it. Lay it somewhere else so it can cool down. While this is cooling down, I'm gonna get my finishing paper together. So, the finishing paper that I'm gonna use and recommend that you start using is going to be this T-seal paper. The T-seal paper, which is definitely linked down below. This T-seal paper, it comes from Uninet. This paper is designed to help you add a nice soft touch to your transfers. DTF, white toner, it doesn't matter. Like, it literally feels like once you press it, it makes that garment feels like the transfer, everything is bonded together. So when you open yours the first time, your T-seal, you want to press that T-seal by itself on the heat press. I've used this, so I don't have to do that, right? But all you'll do, you'll take your T-seal, you'll lay it down. There's a colder side. It's like a wax, right? Not really a wax. It's like a coat, like some type of coated substance that's on here. And then this side is just regular paper. So you're gonna take the coated side. You're gonna lay it down on your heat press without anything, right? This is the first time. And then you're gonna press that for 20 seconds at 290 degrees, right? With this T-seal, you don't wanna apply anything higher than 300 degrees. So between 275 to 300 is a good temperature you wanna be at when you're using this. So right now, I'm actually gonna take my temperature down to 300, right? I'm gonna take my temperature down to 300 because the second press now, we're gonna finish it with the T-seal at 20 seconds. At 20 seconds. Oh yes. So one thing I wanna add to it, when you purchase this T-seal, this is not a one-time use. The T-seal is used between 300 to 500 presses. So you'll get your money worth. You can press it probably even more than that too. Like some of y'all are not pressing 500 shirts, right? So you can use this over and over and over. When I'm done with it, I'm gonna stick it right back in this envelope, just like that, right? And that's it. Next time you need it, you take it out the envelope and you use it again. The T-seal is game changing right now, right? Since I realized and found this out, I'm telling you, my Teflon is just chilling there. Like, here's my Teflon. I don't even visit this board no more. I use this one right here, right? T-seal. Okay, that's a great product, and it pairs up with any transfer, like I said, even though I got it with my white toner, but you can see we're gonna use it with DTF. And before I use it, I want you to see what your transfer is gonna look like. Like this shirt here, I used it on there, you know? And it feels like it's part of the garment. You understand? How many of y'all actually have experience with the T-seal? Let me know in the comments, have you used this T-seal finishing paper? The first time I heard about this, it was from one of the community members here in the group, in my Facebook group, and I said, okay, I don't know what that is. And then somebody else told me, I think it was T-shirt Buddy, and he said, yo, bro, like you ain't using the T-seal? And I said, what do you mean? Then I looked into my packages. I'm like, oh, you mean this white paper that they sent me? And he said, yeah, that one. And I started using it. It's been game-changing ever since. Yeah. The T-seal makes your DTF feel soft, right? That's the easiest way I can tell you. It makes your DTF feel soft. It makes your white toner feel soft. It also adds like durability, like you can stretch it. I have a video where I'm stretching it. Maybe we'll stretch this one here, but I think this is a good shirt for my son to wear because it fits him, right? So we're not going to stretch that one and deform it and all, but yes, this T-seal makes everything feel soft. If it's like, it feels like it's in part of the garment. Usually when you peel your DTF, it has a shiny shield, right? It's shining coating. But then if you press it again with a Teflon, it takes out some of that shine. It takes out the shine. But that soft plasticky feel is still there. To really get rid of that, the T-seal adds a whole nother touch to your transfers. So I would highly recommend you get involved with this T-seal sheet. And you pay for this one time and you use it up to 500 times. Like, that's crazy. That you can actually, I can see the texture of the garment. Like, I can feel it. It used to be smooth. Now it's, you hear it in my microphone? The link is down below, Lester. There should be a link in the description of this live. It should say Uninet T-seal. It should say Uninet T-seal. Building a new relationship here with this thing. And you know, when I start to love it, I'm gonna make sure you tend to love it too, because we only give you real time information here, right? Stuff that I'm testing out and using. And I'm testing and using this, and it feels good. All right, so I think this baby is cool now. Make sure when you're using your T-seal though, if you're gonna be using this T-seal, make sure your temperature is set at 290, right? Between 290 and 300, no more than 300 degrees. And you're gonna press for 20 seconds, no more than 300 degrees. Trust me, you don't wanna mess it up. And then the other thing I must tell you about this to be aware of, you don't wanna cut this for any reason. If you need smaller sizes, they do have smaller sizes. So don't say, oh, I need to do kid shirts, so I need to cut this up. Oh, I need to do pockets, so I need to cut this up. Do not cut this, because there's a coated substance that's on this sheet that needs to be on there. When you start cutting it, you're messing with the ingredient. It's almost like time, temperature, and pressure, and you dropping one off, all right? Don't cut it. Don't cut it, all right? I ain't yelling at you. I'm just making sure it sinks in. Don't cut this. All right. So here we go. We're ready. We're going to peel this off, right? We're going to do it like this. It's like, it's just smooth. There's no struggle. Like, it comes right off. It comes right off. That's why it's best DTF USA. It comes right off. There's no, you got to do it a certain way. You got to go slow. No, you just pull that thing off like a Band-Aid. And it works all the time. So now, if you look at this, y'all can see like it's a little shine on here. It's smooth. You know, if I hit it, you're not hearing anything. Right? So you can hear it's smooth. Like it's actually super smooth. They say smooth like a baby butt. It's like smooth like a baby booty, you feel me? But now we're gonna take it to the heat press and we're gonna press this here. Like I wanna really get y'all to see. It's kind of blurry right there. I don't want to refocus, then I'm gonna have to refocus again. But just test it out and see for yourself. But right now, man, I'm gonna have to refocus and show y'all. Let's get it. Let's do it this way. Where's my focus button? Boom, is this it? Boom, come down one. I think this is it right here. All right, boom, here we go. So I want you to be able to see it. So I'm gonna turn the light down. However, whatever it takes for you to really get, let me know if you can see, right? Like, not that far. But it should be nice and smooth. You should see nothing but smooth first look, right? That smooth plasticky look, that's normal. So now, we're gonna take it up a notch. We're gonna take it up one notch. We're gonna lay this back on the heat press, all right? We're gonna take our T-seal. So your T-seal, when you're laying this down, you want the coated side down. Coated side facing down on top of your transfers. So like this. This is the coated side. We'll lay this right back down here, and we're gonna close this up. And now my temperature is set. Right now it's reading 298. As long as we're not going over 300, right? And you wanna have a nice, firm pressure on this. So I'm gonna turn my pressure up a bit. Do. All right, and we're gonna press this here. 20 seconds. I actually have my press set for 15 seconds, so I'm gonna hold it down and not let it pop up. All right, so we're gonna hold it there for another 5 seconds. Cool. Let's go ahead, lift it up. So now it's done. We finished it with the T-seal. We'll let it sit there for about 4 seconds, 4 to 5 seconds. Let that seal start working in there. Now we're just gonna peel this off. There's no like, oh, peel it slow. Like even right now, from standing up here, I can see the texture of in the garment. Like I'm want to show you this, even though I'm out of focus. Right now I'm out of focus, but we're gonna get in there. The camera is not gonna give y'all the justice. Like, just let me know if you see it. Let me know if you see it. Like, I can see the garment. Whatever direction the shirt, the thread in the shirt's going is now. Remember before when I was scratching it, you couldn't hear anything? Now you should be able to hear it. It's like a ripple, because that's actually the threads. It's inside of the threads. It's synced in. I'm playing some tunes for y'all. Y'all like my tunes? Yeah, so it works great. And like, it feels like it's part of the garment. It's not that nasty, plasticky look you get with that 3G peg. That paper will probably work on the 3G peg too, but we still use those? I ain't gonna hit on the 3G peg. That stuff made me a lot of money, so we're not gonna hit on it. We're just gonna tell you, you don't have to do that now because you got Best DTF USA here. But I just wish you could really get a close-up on this to see the difference that it adds to the garment. It feels like it's in there. If I could scratch this, I don't want to scratch it because then it's gonna deform the shirt a little bit and my son won't be able to use it. But yeah, it's got a little bit of give to it. No, it's not plasticky. It feels good. So right now I'm done with this, right? So I'm done with it. I used it one time. I can literally feel the pattern. I've used it now. It's good for 500 presses. So don't trash this joint. We're gonna stick it right back into the envelope. Right back in it. All right? Boom. It's good. Seal it up and throw it back where it belongs, in the cut. That's a one-time investment there that you can use over and over and over. All right, so if you found value in this video, go ahead, smash the like button one time. Let me fix my focus again. Let's fix my focus one more time. Boom, boom. All right, here we go. We good? No, I'm still out of focus.